in coffee paper, and this one is a pocket. It's coffee paper on both sides, and then I have it up as a pocket. And I made this tag. When was the last time you did something for the very first time? And then that's the other side of it, and it has some tattered laces on there. Here's a piece of dictionary, actually, might be a couple, yeah. It's about 3 little pages here of dictionary paper. And this is a postcard that I tipped in to the bag to make like an extra little page that you can write on. And then also there's a journaling card inside the bag as well. And on the back is a belly band with another little tag. It says Vintage Finds, Vintage Style. This is a fabric collage I made, and I just have it pinned to this page with a garment pin, so you can take it out and use it for whatever you want. You can put it as a bookmark, you can clip things onto it. It's got buttons, and let me undo it from the page. So it's got fabric with lace, and then another strip of, this is muslin. Actually, this is vintage linen, I'm sorry. And then this is some of the fabric. Another piece of lace. And it's got this little short piece of fabric. And 1, 2 more layers of lace. And then the seam binding, the buttons, and the charm is a fleur-de-lis. And it's removable, it's supposed to be. And this is another page, and this one's kind of hard to see because when I did the stenciling, for some reason it came through this page quite a bit. Here's the back, and then this is the center of the second signature, and I made this side of it a pocket. And the other half of the bag, and the other half of the pages. And this is journaling page or tea stain pages. And then this side I used a card. There's 3 of these, and I found them on the internet and printed them up. I thought the colors went nice, and they printed pretty large, so I made a pocket out of that one. And these are tea stained index cards that I got from Teresa or Betty, or maybe both. I've gotten them a couple of times. And then here's another tuck with another tag from the kit. It's got lace on here. From the kit, another page, and then here's stenciling. Another page from the kit to journal on. More journaling pages. Oh, I am sorry, people. Hang on. Sorry about that. I knocked the camera, so I had to readjust. If I made you sick or dizzy, I apologize. Putting back here to where I was. Okay, here we go. Stenciled paper, lined paper, tea stained paper that's been stamped. And this side it's folded, and there's a flip. This flips out, and I have stamped here. And then this is a pocket that I have a journaling spot in. It's folded down, and then there's also a tuck down here that has some cards in it. And more of the stenciled paper back, and this has velvet and lace, vintage lace. And here is stenciled page and the end of the second signature. And the last signature, here it is, the front with some scraps of vintage lace. On this side I tipped in one of the tags to make a journaling spot, and I have a little closure here using one of the ephemera pieces from the kit to make a little latch. And then this, I made a little rosette with the pieces and elements from her kit. This is just a piece of paper, scrapbook paper, that I tucked in here for writing space. This is tea stained, coffee stained parchment paper. And this is a scrap from when I was tea staining pages, and I was laying them down on the paper and to put them in the oven, and I saved all that so I could use it. It's got some lace and button and velvet. This is an embossed cardstock that I was messing around with my embossing plate, and so I just threw some distress ink on there, made it a journaling card. Another tag, and this bird is part of the ephemera in the kit. Some more stamping. This is another one of the cards, right on the back, stamping on the back. This is a piece of, I'm not sure what it is. It looks like the tissue paper that comes wrapped up around things when you buy them. This was gifted to me as well, and so I just used it in here. This fabric collage is actually attached to this page, and again, it's got fabrics that I've used in the journal here, and then velvet and lace with the button. This is a glassine bag, and what I did was I made a double pocket. I took one of the cards that I had embossed and made the first pocket, and then this I used to make the second pocket. There's another index card for journaling, and then this is an index card. It's been tea stained that I collaged dictionary paper on, and then a napkin, and then I stamped over it. And then in the pocket here is an envelope that I made, and I haven't put anything in it yet, but I was going to put some more paper in there. And then I have it down here with washi, but this is a brad. I made these little round things, and so I'll put some string on here and wrap this closed so you can keep things in there as well. And on this side is a fabric, muslin, and then paper and lace belly band that's got several cards tucked in. Some more lined paper and more tea coffee paper that's been stamped. And here's another one of the index cards that I did with the dictionary paper, the stamping, and the napkins. Actually, this isn't a napkin, I take that back. This is my tissue paper that I use when I wrap things up. I took some of it and tried it as a collage, and I kind of like the way it looks. It's not quite as delicate as the napkins. This is a little envelope and tag. These came from the kit, and I shrunk them down to make them little. And then I have this little corner flip with ledger paper. And another doily. This doily came from Tattered Dreams Etsy shop. And here is another page, and I made a little pocket right here with some music paper and lace, and have a couple of little tags that are tucked in there. And another pocket. Here's a pocket with writing paper, and here's a corner tuck, and it's got an empty envelope with a window. And I was going to do something with it, but I thought maybe you'd like to do something yourself with that. And this is postcard, journaling card. More lined paper. This is Life Unscripted. It's one of my favorite stamps. And here is another belly band with another tag. Pink guest check. And this one says she sprouted wings. Here's the center of the signature. It has velvet and lace and fabric over here. It's got some more of the parchment paper, stamps, guest check. Here's another tuck and another tag from the kit. Muslin, lined paper, stenciled paper on the back of the kit paper. These are white chiffon roses in a strip. This is another tag that I did a tip in with, and I tipped it in on this, which is the other part of the pages. I made a pocket with this, but I wanted it to have a rough edge, so I tore it, and then I stamped on it so that you have a partial when you separate it. I just kind of like that look. And this is another card with washi tape and paper on it. Here's the back side of that, and more lined paper. This is the other one of these cards, and on the back side of it I made a tuck pocket, and in here is a daily calendar, checkbox calendar. And then another pocket from the kit. Here's another image from the kit. And this is the other half of that really delicate waxy paper. And I just have a little flower stuck there. More lined paper, more tea stained paper. Another little envelope with a tag in it. And another tag. And this is a corner journaling spot here as well. And belly band that's off kilter.